Hi guys. I thought I would do an update on the current state of my beauty and skincare inventory. I'm doing this update for the end of April, so I'm going to be doing this every month so that we can track how my inventory is going and how it's moving towards my target numbers. So I thought I'd just catch you up for the beginning of the year. I've got my tablet here that's got my spreadsheet on it. So at the end of December, when I did my initial inventory, when I received all of my Christmas presents and I was putting everything away, and that's when I first realised I had way too much stuff because I was struggling to find somewhere to put everything. So I did a full inventory, and I set a target number for every category in my inventory, and I've been hopefully working towards those. Progress has been slow. I've been a bit sporadic with my skincare. My makeup obviously is going to be very slow moving anyway. My hair care is reasonably good, but we'll see how those numbers change. So as in January, when I set all my numbers, I set my target number at 160 items. Now I do count eyeshadows and things as individual pans in that number. So my total number of items that I'm aiming at is 160. At the end of December, when I started my inventory, my total number of items in stock was 314. So I'm 196% over my target at the moment. So yeah, 196. So I'm almost at double what I want to be. So in the months of January to March, which was before I started this channel, I did finish 9 items out of that, and I brought in 11. So I brought in 2 more than I finished, so I actually went up to 316 items in stash. Mainly that is because I have a couple of things that I buy in multi-packs when I'm running out, so they will obviously come down as we go. And I've got a track of my sheet mask stash, although I don't count that in my inventory because obviously that's a very rolling issue. But at the beginning of the year I only had 2 sheet masks, which was quite good. In the first 3 months of the year I bought in 15 new sheet masks. I have got a Korean sheet mask subscription, which I'll be doing unboxings of as they come in. So I have had 15 come in, and I had used 6 of them in the first 3 months of the year. So that's a reasonably good turnover. I do want to get a little bit more usage on that to keep it down at stock, because obviously I'm getting them every month, so I want to get that number down slightly. So I've just got a nice rolling stock of those. So let me tell you what happened during April for my inventory. So in April I did finish 3 new items. I did not bring anything in this month, so let's go through those. So the 3 items I finished 1 from my hair care category, which was this shampoo. Obviously this was only a small travel size one. It was only about half empty when I started using it this time around. I think I've used this on travel a couple of times, and I think originally bought it to actually clean my makeup brushes before I bought a proper makeup brush cleaner, because I decided that did actually work better, but it did work very well for that purpose. Yep, so I did finish up this shampoo, so that was 1 down off that category. And at the beginning of the year that category was actually over its target number. As I'm filming this a week or so, a couple of days into May, this empty actually took it under its target, so I can actually now buy a shampoo. So when my allowed shopping day of May comes through, I will be ordering a new shampoo. As I've let myself only do 1 day of shopping a month for things like my skincare and my crafting supplies and things of that nature, a lot of my target numbers for things that I can't be without are for 2. So I have 1 open and the next one ready to go. So in theory, if I do finish one on the very first day of the month, I should always have a backup in case I use that one during that month as well. I don't think there's going to be much that I do use that quickly, but that's how I've decided. So my number is mainly 1 in use plus 1 backup for things that I can't be without. There are some categories where my target is only 1 because I could live without it for a couple of weeks until my next shopping day comes round if needs be. And obviously some of my makeup categories will have multiple small numbers in, like I've got a small tray that I keep my lipsticks in that's got 6 slots in it, so my target number for my lipsticks is 6, and that also gives me a little bit of colour variation obviously there. So that was my first empty, which was my shampoo, and my other 2 empties came from my body care category, the first of which is a little bit more boring, but it's the refill for my antiperspirant. This is from a brand called We Are Wild. I think it is We Are Wild. I think that. Oh no, We Are Make Waves. Sorry, I don't use Wild anymore. I use Make Waves. I found the Wild, which is only a deodorant rather than antiperspirant, didn't work for me as well. Because Make Waves actually make an antiperspirant as well, I find this works better for me. This was an unscented refill. This is one of the things I tend to buy in multi-packs. They come in packs of 3. So this was one where I did buy a pack of 3. So at the beginning of the year, I had 2 in stock, which was my target number. So it's like 1 in use and 1 backup. Obviously I think this is the second one. Yeah, this is the second one I finished this year. So when I finished that first one, I started my last refill. I did order a new 3-pack. So yeah, that one is currently over its target, but obviously I do use these. I tend to use one of these every 1.5 to 2 months-ish. So that they obviously will be in decent rotation, and it will be one I'm buying reasonably often. And my last empty for the month was actually a perfume. This was a perfume from a company called Fern. Their name is just there. They come in these lovely little cardboard tubes, and there is a glass bottle inside. This was another subscription that I did have, but this is one I have actually cancelled. So these are organic fragrances that are or were released every quarter. Obviously I wasn't using them quite that quickly, so I did build up a little bit of a stock, and I decided it was quite expensive subscription. I think it was about £75 or £79 every quarter. So that is one of the subscriptions I decided to cancel when I went through my finances at the beginning of the year. But I have finished this one up. This is the first perfume I have finished this year, and I was concentrating on using it. But at the beginning of the year, my stash of fragrance was 4 bottles. That's another one where my target is 2, so this takes me 1 closer. So that was my fragrance. So that was my 3 empties for the year, and obviously with no purchases. So for the year as a whole, that now takes me to 12 empties for the year, and I'm still on 11 purchases, which means my inventory number has now gone down by 1 from the start of the year. So I'm on 313 items with my target of 160. So I am 153 items over my target, and I'm currently at 196% of my target still. So I am hoping for that to slowly tick down, but we will track my progress as I go. And just as a quick update on the face masks, so obviously in April I did receive my pack of face masks, I believe, so I've had that subscription since February. So yep, the 15 in that I mentioned earlier did include my April subscription box, so that came in the month, and in the month of April I did actually only use 2 of my face masks. So my stash of face masks has gone up from 2 to 9. So obviously that's why I do want to work that one down slightly. I want to get it down so at the end of the month I've only got 4, between 3 and 5 remaining, so I'm never more than about a week or 2 behind, so I'd like to use them as they come in. So I'm going to try and get a bit more usage on those in the next couple of months, so I can catch that up with itself. So we will be following along with that. I believe my May subscription has recently arrived, so I will be unboxing that for you soon, and you will see that one here on the channel. As I said, yeah, I am now one item down out of my towards my inventory targets. So let's see how much progress I can make over the next few weeks. So if you do want to follow along with this journey, do please subscribe to the channel. If you've got anything you wish to comment or discuss, please use the comment section below. I do try and read all my comments and respond where appropriate. And if you are project planning the same as I am, or keeping track of your beauty inventory, please do let me know how you're getting on. This is part of my financial freedom journey. Obviously, I am trying to control my spending using this inventory. It's obviously been very eye-opening when I first did my count and realised how much stuff I actually have. So hopefully that will be able to help control my spending until I've got my numbers back under control. But I will see you in the next video. Please remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you're not already following, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.